Hello, my name is Earl Breon, and I'm the Observations Program Leader at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Indianapolis. I'm excited to bring you this video unveiling our Damage Survey Viewer web application. This is part of our larger Damage Assessment Toolkit project, which is designed to bring faster and more in-depth post-severe weather event information to our users. These users include emergency management, media, academia, and interested public. Alright, let's get started. In your address bar, type apps, apps.dat.noaa.gov/stormdamage/damageviewer. You may also Google the words Damage Assessment Toolkit, and the top link will take you to the same location. Once the page loads, you'll be asked to pick an area of interest. You'll have access to every forecast office, not just Indianapolis. But for training purposes today, I will select the Indianapolis office. After you select the office, you will see a disclaimer box. Generally, this box says that data is preliminary and has a link to go to the official data source. It also includes an email address for the lead developer of this tool. Go ahead and click OK to continue. Now, should you accidentally select the wrong area, you can change it using the Click to Change Office button in the upper right-hand corner. It will have the current office's name displayed over it, but when you click it, the Select Office box will pop up. We're going to go ahead and leave it on Indianapolis for the rest of this video. Now at this point, you will have a fairly blank map of the area of responsibility for the office you've chosen. That area is outlined in red on the map. You also have some basic map features like a navigation bar in the upper left-hand corner and a map legend in the lower left-hand corner. Also in the upper right-hand corner, you will see a blank blue box. If you hover over this, you can select a different map background. Personally, I like to use imagery with labels because it gives you the county, city names, street names, and it shows you where some of the homes and tree lines are located, which helps us put the data in the right spot. Alright, now that we're familiar with these map features, let's go ahead and populate some data. Near the top right, you'll see a set of calendar tools. There's a beginning and ending date tool. If your event covers multiple days, be sure to set both the beginning and ending date. If it is a single date event, you can simply set the beginning date, which I'll show you here, and it will snap the ending date to your current date. Once you've selected the date range you want, click Filter. So we're going to go ahead and set this to November 17th, 2013. You may remember this day as the second largest tornado outbreak in Indiana state history. So what better data set to look at for this tutorial? You'll also notice that once the data populates, it isn't limited to just the office you've selected. In this instance, you can see damage paths that cross a couple different boundaries. The first thing you want to do once the data is loaded is use the Identify toolbox. This looks like a pen near the top center of the screen. This tool will allow you to select data points and paths by clicking on the map. Now before I click on a data point, I like to zoom in a little closer. If you're zoomed down and there's a cluster of data points, when you click on it, they will all load. If you zoom in closer, you can just select each point and look at them one by one. I'm going to zoom in to the Lafayette area and select one of the orange triangles to the southeast of Lafayette. This will open an information box that will tell you what we saw at that point. And because this one is on a path, it'll open the path information box as well. Sometimes this will include a representative photo of the damage we saw. Working down the list, you will find the latitude, longitude of the location, the preliminary EF rating, the estimated wind speeds, time the damage occurred, time the survey was conducted, the damage indicator used, and the degree of damage. The damage indicator and the degree of damage help us come up with the estimated wind speeds and EF rating. At times we will include extra comments, especially if there weren't any good pictures to be taken. If an image is present, you can click on it to enlarge the photo. You can use this tool to select any item on the map and see more information about it. The next tool that you may find useful is the Extract toolbox. It is located just to the right of the identified toolbox. This tool allows you to draw a polygon that will define an area of interest to pull data from in order to create either a KML file or a shapefile. It is a pretty straightforward tool to use. Simply click the Draw Polygon tool and click on the map once to add each point. To close the polygon, you need to double click on your final point. As soon as you double click the last point, the data for your selected area is submitted to a server that generates the file for you. Once the file is generated, a link to it will show up. You can click on that and download your file. These two tools will help you extract a great deal of the data on the damage survey viewer. It is our goal to be able to update our side of the database in real time as we are on location conducting the surveys. Resources may prevent us from always doing this, however. But when we can, the viewer will populate in a near real-time fashion for our users to follow along. There will be a several-minute lag time from when we submit a point until it is available on the viewer side. The overall goal is to provide a faster, more detailed, and more interactive post-severe weather event survey experience for our users. Thank you for watching this video, and please provide us any feedback at the webmaster address provided below.